ancient city is calling. Oh, arise, sons and daughters of the land. The King of the sea.
Hey, happy Saturday to everyone. Happy Saturday, happy Saturday, happy Saturday. We don't come, Mavere, newscaster, automatic one. we don't come. Welcome everyone. As you know, they enter, now know as we dey do na reach gate. Tell Musa say you want to see area mama. Musa, you go like. Then Musa go open door for you. Oh yeah, now may we go. Happy Saturday. How una day? Wake ballet. Where everybody? How una day? Mona fly in. Oga day here today. Oga Ogbe. Oga Ogbe day here today. Happy Saturday to my people. Happy Saturday to my people. Oh yeah, nah. Oh yeah, nah. Who dey there? I salute to. I salute to. What do? I salute to now. Where? Gidigba. I salute to now. Gidigba. I salute to now. Gidigba. Now well done. Evans, I see you. Copiers don't enter since. I don't know where you go. Copiers are fled. I don't see Evans. Good evening. Good evening to you. Longest time. Hey, Mekin, why we are here? You travel. Even if you travel, you not say now online. You go catch me anywhere you will not go. I see him. Una welcome. I bet me share the program. Elia mama don't come. Mavere munye no mare. Mavere. May I quick post one thing before I bring Ogbe on stage. Welcome to Edo Pride TV. Wade, get kalonona. Get kalonona. I just hear one news just now saying they don't announce a date for the election to replace Monday for the senatorial election and I think House of Reps Abi for Bini. Bayando Anna say, welcome to Edo Pride. Please like and share. So thank you. Wabokia. Wabokia. I dey see many people here. Mona say hi, make I know who dey. Thank you. Oya na. Wayabo, mabe wow. Make una enter aka good evening. Good evening. I salute una. Ogbede here Oga Ogbe, may I bring you on stage. I salute. Wabokia. When una enter, say hi. Area mama ready to say hi. Una well done. Welcome and happy Saturday to you and family. How una day? Where does that?
Our people, I want to say it's been a long time, but I'm always here. And today we are ready to
fly
to discuss the issues as it is always. So thanks to our viewers.
That's so. Yeah. Oga, welcome, sir. I hope your hand not too busy. I take Oga come off for busy schedule, so now no see Oga live for face, but now they see in picture. She did that in picture fine for there. Be like Gama. Well done, sir. Well done. So the weekend is treating you good?
Yeah, I mean it's summertime, so it's great.
I know. See, when I come out, when I finish now, I'll come out. I'll go park today, but I know they go park for afternoon. I only go there in the evening. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Because it's too hot. He said
Okay, that's nice.
Ado ate story. Where how the moon and the sun take meet.
I'll go and play soccer with my daughter later in the day.
Today, right?
Yes.
Okay, if you are not too tired. Okay, yes. Anyway, welcome, sir. Thank you, my people.
Thank you very much.
I beg, don't forget to like when you come in. Thank you for coming. And help me share so that we can be many here. We never many reach. I never see my people. Then they come share, but I never see them today. Anyway, sir, we just get one small news right now. Say, oh, Sonny Demi, welcome, sir. I greet you. I salute you. Thank you for coming. We just get one small news. Say they don't announce date for re-election to replace Monday and Idahosa in their various offices. You know, say Monday na senator before, and Idahosa dey for House of Vatievini, House of Rep, Noje. Now they want replace. Now they want to do election. Sisi ansin. Ne dey agbe sisi ansin. Bayan do election. I replace ya. It's just a new one. I just saw it on YouTube right now. So I said, okay, let me bring it to your notice. You don't hear of him?
No, I have not heard it. I'm just hearing it now.
Now. So, I just heard it now.
Yeah. So to me, it's breaking news.
Yeah, breaking. So
yes.
Why did it take them so long?
This is my take. I mean,
yes, sir.
Most of the opinion, I always want to tell the truth the way it is. On the other hand, too, I have my own opinion on the way I have my own spectacle at which I look at the political spectrum in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because INEC has become a political wing of APC.
An extension of APC, yes.
Yeah. So I'm always circumspect about the way they do their things, their modus operandi, and I never ever trust INEC based on the way they have conducted themselves over the years, especially in this Tinubu era. I will not be surprised that before it was announced, it could be that they already know when the judgment is going to be given. And I will not be surprised that if Monday Okpebholo loses, as at that time, the primaries for the political parties' primaries, it will not be over yet. And we will have Monday Okpebholo
back there,
returning back to his senatorial seat, and Dennis Idahosa returning back to his House of Rep seat.
Wow.
Because when you look at the lawlessness that has engulfed Nigeria within this short period of time, because it's complete lawlessness, it's more or less like anarchy. There is no
8 months, no replacement,
no rules of engagement.
No.
For example,
no.
If we were going by INEC rules and regulation, Akpabio was not supposed to come back to the Senate.
No.
Senator Ahmed Lawan is not supposed to come back to the Senate because INEC in their rules and regulations states that in an election, if you go and contest as a presidential candidate, in that same election, you cannot contest as a senator. You cannot contest presidential candidate and as a senator at the same time. So it's either you procure the forms to be a senator and you attend the primaries and stuff like that and you win, or you go to if you go and buy your forms as a presidential candidate, then you go through the primaries. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But today we have Senator Ahmed Lawan in the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So
it's how like a joke, right? It's like
exactly.
A joke. So we are not governed by rules anymore.
Exactly.
It's just by what Tinubu wants. Is the law.
Yeah. We have Akpabio also, he went to buy the form to be president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria because he was zoned to the south, and suddenly he did some political acrobatics, and he found himself back in the Senate. So if you remember, yeah, exactly. If you remember, at the PDP level, it was about some few days to some few hours to the primaries. Obi left PDP and went to join Labour.
Yes.
If Obi had taken part in that primaries in PDP, the law says that he cannot go back to.
He will not be eligible.
Labour. He will not be eligible. So when it comes to this APC, I mean, there are no rules and regulations, no rules of engagement. As far as APC is involved, anything can happen. So I will, based on this small analysis, I will not be surprised to see that these people are already aware that, yes, the Supreme Court will give judgment very soon. And if Monday Okpebholo loses,
if he go either way,
yes, APC will be glad to bring him. You know, there are no rules of engagement. He will just be taken back just like that. So that's my take on that.
Wow. Anyways, thank you, sir. Thank you. My people, una welcome. I want make I just greet una wey dey here. While we say, oh, I beg if una enter, I see a lot of people here small. But una know many way write something, so I don't really know who dey here. But I say hello to everybody. Hello, hello. Sonny made a statement here. Let me take some. He said they are hoping that the Supreme Court will favor them, but they will be disappointed and humiliated by fire and thunder. Hey, well, you know easy, oh, Gasoni. You know easy at all. You know easy. You know easy. I salute everybody. I beg when una come, make una help me like. Okay, so let's keep moving. In the other segment that I have here, this is even why I brought this. Let me just play this thing first, because the High Court yesterday, they've reinstated the Edo local government chairman, but now we have about 5 or 6 that have been reinstated, but no action. Monday has refused to allow them resume office, and when they reinstate them, they say immediate effect. The judges will say immediate effect, but these things, these court cases, this judgment has never been immediate effect because Monday has refused. So like you said, there are no rules, there are no engagement, nobody is speaking. If you speak, they want your head on the platter. So let me play this quickly, and then you can add your...
18 local government.
Okay.
On the 4th day of September 2023, 18 local government chairmen were sworn in by the immediate past administration. Shortly after a year in office, a new government led by Governor Monday Okpebholo emerged. In December 2024, the State House of Assembly voted in line with the state government allegations of gross financial misconduct of the chairmen, suspending their operations abruptly. Similarly, some elected local government chairmen were reportedly impeached unduly, while few resisted. Dissatisfied with the position of the government conduct, Oredo Council Chairman Dr. Tom Obaseki sought a judicial review where he challenged the legality of the suspension in court. The court, however, granted his prayers, demanding an immediate reinstatement to duty. Shortly after the judgment, the lead counsel to the claimant speaks on the position of the court.
The Honorable Court, in its wisdom, nullified all that the defendants did and reinstated them by granting that relief of 10. An immediate reinstatement, of course. They are not given 7 days, they are not given, no. They are, as soon as the court pronounced them reinstated, then they are reinstated. Relief 10, actually, is a relief that the court granted, reinstating the claimants who were unjustly removed without the due process of law. So what this means now is that having been so removed from office for so long, that removal is of no moment. the judgment is us.
Okay, so you get the gist, sir, right?
I do.
Like the video said, they've been reinstated. The latest one now is the Edo local government chairman. But shoot. Let me just lower this thing. Oh my God, I was watching myself. So now Monday has refused. They said with immediate effect. How you see this matter, sir? Buki, I see you. Faith, yes, sir, I see you. Thank you very much.
What I see here is that this is executive rascality.
In the highest order.
Yeah, when the executive, they don't want to comply with the laws of the land, and they swore an oath to uphold the laws of the land, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So definitely there will be a window to appeal that case. What I don't know and I cannot speak to is that window over? Because we've been having some plethora of cases now where you have these local government chairmen, they have been reinstated. So if the state government, they don't appeal this judgment, then they become the de facto, local government chairman, they become the de facto local government chairman of that particular local government where they won elections. That's my take on it. But let me go back again and explain some of these things that are happening. If you remember, Osaro Obaze was Oredo local government chairman in the era of Oshomole. Oshomole removed him from office.
Yeah.
He went to court and the court reinstated him. And Oshomole never allowed him to be chairman afterward, irrespective of the court pronouncement.
Until the end of the term.
Yes. So when you see,
I think that's what he's telling Monday to do now.
Yeah. So when you see this unholy marriage between Mondokbewolo and Adams Oshomole, then you will understand exactly the direction where Edo is tilting towards. So if the only because there's lawlessness, they just brought, like he said, he was going to give Edo State insecurity. That's that's where we are today.
Exactly.
So where the court speaks, like I said, I don't know if the limitations for appeal is over. If it is over and the state did not appeal it, that is to say the state also, they have accepted that judgment.
But they are not implementing it.
No, I mean, if what I'm saying, the period of appeal. So if the period of appeal is not over, it's only people who are not enlightened, like Philip Shaibu, that left Lagos and said he got a declarative judgment. He wants to come and no, you cannot just go there and execute court order by yourself.
By yourself, yeah.
Yeah, it has to be an arm of the court that will help implement that judgment.
Exactly.
So these local government chairmen, I mean, this is I don't know yet if the time, because they maybe every time there's a judgment, they will always tell you, you have 20 days to appeal. You have, just like we heard of that, Natasha, okay, they say within 20 days or so, you have to appeal. If you don't appeal, it means you have accepted that judgment. And if Edo State government accept that judgment, then the local government chairman, they should go back to the court to help them implement the judgment. That's how I look at it.
Okay, so whatever, any day, because they just gave these judgments like yesterday or a few days ago. So it's not 20 days yet for the appeal to be up, right? So does that mean that Senator Monday has been appealing, the state government has been appealing all the judgments all this while? Because they've not implemented any reinstating.
Yes, I do not know if I do. Like I said, like I don't have a copy of the judgment to study it, to understand how many days they need to appeal, or if the state government has appealed it, or the state attorney general, if he's going to court to appeal or not, or they just decided. Yeah, and also if you look at the manner they were removed, it was about brigandage. If you don't leave, beat you up like especially this ground council came to, I'm not going to impeach our local government.
Yeah, sometimes you lose connection, the network.
My apologies.
It's okay.
So
we'll manage.
It's only Oredo local government and Ikobaoka local government that stood their ground to an extent to say we will not impeach our local government.
Our chairman,
a local government chairman. So my advice to this local government chairman is that once it is done and over with, if the state government did not appeal it, then they have to go back to court for implementation.
Okay.
Because this is part of trying to get rid of opposition in Nigeria. I will always say I'm not a member of any political party, but you, in any democracy, when you have opposition, that brings healthy competition within the political space in Edo State. So we cannot have a one party like they are trying to do it at a certain time. They went to, they are trying to eliminate opposition, but that is not good for democracy. So
but I don't think now they get the shock of their life though. That it's not possible to eliminate everybody that is not in line with you. Everybody cannot agree with you. Cannot agree on the same topic, on the same thing.
That's a fact. But I don't think that this APC, I don't want to call them leaders because they don't really know how to lead. This APC, they don't understand the meaning of the democracy. They too think that we are in the era. See, military idea that used to govern certain time. So that is someone, the governor of Edo, governor. When if you look at his actions, he tends to assume that he is law unto Edo State.
The de facto governor.
Yes. Yes. He
just like Tinubu, whatever he says is the law.
It's the law.
Yeah.
So that's where the problem is here. That when the judicial begins to do what they are supposed to do, that are not law unto the law is there. They are just an arm of government. In Nigeria, what we have seen is that the legislative chambers, all legislative chambers, they've almost been dissolved into the executive. So that legislative chamber is almost gone. Then the judiciary is functioning probably less than about 5%, especially when it comes to political cases.
I think that one is just very epileptic right now.
Yeah,
so has no voice. Nobody has voice.
Yes. So that is why you see brigandage, agberoism everywhere, and as much as they can to stifle opposition. So administration, letting them this.
This network today, not good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's just cutting all the very, very strong points out. We are struggling to hear you.
Really?
I know it's not your fault. I know.
Okay. So I think it will be, in another 5 minutes, I'll be in. Yeah. So is that are not law people. They are the executive branch of government, and the legislative has been forced to be dissolved into executive. The part of the judiciary that are still functioning.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what you're saying basically is that it's like all the other arms of government have collapsed their offices to join to become the other arm of APC.
Exactly.
Whatever Tinubu says goes.
Exactly.
If you look at the case, if I want to, I just okay. Go on, sir. I want you to finish your thoughts. Your line.
No, go ahead. That's fine. That's fine.
If you look at the case, I just like a little dabble. I just opened it up and saw that Natasha was fined for the case against Natasha and Natasha versus Akpabio. So Natasha initiated her case first before Akpabio and the federal government now made a case against her. They are treating all those later cases, but they've abandoned the very first case that she brought in. No one is talking about it. The judges are not concerned about the citizens, just about Tinubu. They are treating all other cases and they've abandoned the one that she brought first. And by nature, Natasha presented her case first in the court. So there was supposed to be an order, like sequence. But no, the one that the federal government just instituted against her was brought up, and they fined her about 5 million or so. Am I lying, people? 5 million for defamation of character or online cyberbullying, whatever. But I'm thinking, and they said the court wants her. That word wants her reinstated. Is that the word they should use in the court of law? Wants. The court wants her reinstated. I said, this is not I don't have to be a lawyer. It's not rocket science. This is not the word that you should be using. And what I'm saying here is, when you said every other arm of government has collapsed their own structure to join APC, this is exactly what's going on. Now they are finding Natasha, but the case that she brought to the court, which was first, nobody's talking about it. Go on, sir.
Yeah. Let me go back to the book written by Dele Farotimi. A lot of the corruption. They think when more corruption does only entail.
It's cut off. We didn't hear that at all.
Okay, can I repeat that again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A lot of us Nigerians, we think that when money changes hands and we say there is corruption.
Mm-hmm.
But corruption is more than that. So, for example, we have cases that were initiated first, and they are coming back to take the one that was initiated by the federal government.
The last one.
The last ones. To begin with, the federal government, I don't understand what the business the federal government
making into what does not concern them. This is about human beings, about people.
Exactly. So supposing someone at Oju Elegba, a lady at Oju Elegba is accusing someone of the business of the federal government.
I was thinking that the judge was going to throw that case away and say, oh, they are meddlesome interloper. But it's not like that. They fined her 5 million. What kind of a country is this? This is nuts.
Yeah, that becomes like you said, you're rightly correct, become a meddlesome interloper, a busybody, because he has, the state, there are laws in Nigeria. The state has come up with laws. So it comes Natasha. Law is do not rape anyone in Nigeria, either rape or sexual harassment. So instituting I don't know where that is.
I find this very, very disturbing. Very disturbing.
very disturbing. So
very
the
disturbing. There is no
things are being entertained is because, like I said, there are no laws in Nigeria. I know that one opponent, Harry, he was or no other justice, and they were teaching their house and all. Trying to keep them at toe. No one talks.
Oh, Ekenujena, on the what site? When are you going to drive up there? Ekenujena tight.
Okay.
Let me play around with my people for like 2 minutes while you maybe find it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I can. No, Eizoje. When the so-called chairman of Oredo is Godwin Obaseki, brother. He was not elected by Edo people, but appointed by. Okay, so Eizoje, welcome to this platform. I don't think what you're saying is true. He was an elected government chairman, Oredo government chairman. They all did the election. He was not appointed by Obaseki. So we have not called anybody Umunda here. You have no right to come and speak like that on my platform. If you're enjoying the talk, stay and be polite and listen. Okay? Thank you for coming. Please like the show and also share. Nobody is Umunda here. No, we have not called anybody Umunda. If you want to even look at it very well, it's the one spoiling the law, the one destroying the states, the one destroying everything that we hold dear, and we to our own culture, our heritage, everything that we have. Look at how Tinubu is destroying everywhere right now. Are you happy about it? Your own governor destroying people's houses. Maybe it hasn't gotten to you, but by the time it gets to you, maybe you put tenant in your house and that tenant say hi to somebody. They come and destroy your house because your tenant said hi. Said hi to a cultist. Then you will know what is going on in that land. If you refuse to speak for your neighbor, that you see oppression going on and you refuse to speak for your neighbor, then very soon, you go beat everybody, go reach you, go reach me, go reach everybody, buddy. You understand? Albert Einstein, I keep saying it. An injustice to one is an injustice to all. You know, if you do it to one person, it's going to all. Why? Albert Einstein says the world will not be destroyed by the people, by those who do evil, but those who stay aloof, just stay and don't do anything about oppression. When you see your own mate, they are meting oppression against that person, evil, injustice against that person, and you refuse to speak because it is not you or your brother or your father or your sister or mother. You are not speaking, not concern me. Now my neighbor has been destroyed, not be my own. You don't want to say anything. Very soon, brother, when day break, you go see say it go reach your body. So welcome, guys. People, I want you to like and share for me. Sonny Demi say, please, people, like and share, comment, leave your opinion for me. Wawese. Thank you, sir. Where are you now? Can we continue?
Yeah, I have been. It's unfortunate that probably my hearing.
Yeah, your network.
Okay. Okay, what about now? Is it better now?
Because I had to cut you off because there was nothing. It wasn't coming on at all. There was no word coming. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you can remind me of my line of thought because I just got carried.
Oh no, we're talking about you brought in Dele Farot in his book.
Yeah. So when when you look at that.
Today na good day for us. Today Regina, I see you, Yazua.
Okay, let me leave the platform.
Okay, sir. Whatever that will make it better. Come back.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. My people, more una go like. Okay, may we go for break. We go soon come back. Now 1 second break. Oh, you know they tell me not leave me. I can't run come out. Hello, we are back to our normal gist. We don't come back from break. Una don't like, una don't comment, una don't share. Una help me do all of that. They're not they pay put now free of charge. I beg, una help me share, una like. So as they talk just now, Ogbe go soon return. When you see say that they do evil to your neighbor, they are meting injustice against your neighbor. Or your neighbor, or your brother, or your neighbor, somebody where you not concern you, and then you go constant gidigba, you not concern me, not be me then do one. Why not ya mobi? Amobi talk back ya. I mean, no say some people where they cry today when this government just enter where they talk say no, not be so they say they start. You don't start your money in the evening. You follow it in a sequence. Una de big say we too talk, but people are crying. Agbero they wound una for ring road, for all the marketplaces, for park, for everywhere. They wound una. Agbero they beat una, beat papa, beat mama, beat pikin. Again, nana atai where Agbero we not elect Monday, anyways. Agbero okay Agbelu wana already maktalo, but today na live they talk. No, they don't do so many things where not correct to the extent. Agbero, they go kill one small pikin when they do the ebo Agbero, where they do their enemy safety, where they're not safe. PISRO team. Things don't go on for Benin, we're not supposed for Edo State, we're not supposed to go on. Insecurity. Fulani, what that they do today now? Army, where not be say army na dey power. The only thing that we need army for in a sane country, in a sane place area, the only thing army is needed for is when we have imminent danger, war, all those kind of things, like the one where they do for Benue that time. They go kill, not be even that time, last 2 weeks here. They go kill 200 people. All those kind of things that we need army for. Imminent danger, emergencies where states no fit carry, now they call federal. But right now, as I speak with you, army they destroy houses for Oredo community for Kenwa. Not be my house, but the time where they cry, make una not let this destruction take place. All this whatever, this that way they take laws into their hand. Una say na talk, now we like to talk. But at the end of the day, una see now say an injustice to one. If they spread, they go injustice to all. I lie, I don't lie. So the one when me and Oga they talk just now before it cut off. Why federal government go they meddle into Natasha case? Natasha and Akpabio they get case. In fact, nothing is working when you refuse to follow the rule of law. Rule of law be say nobody is above the law. But when you refuse to follow the rule of law, this is what you get. Executive rascality, brigandage in the highest order. They don't care anything what Tinubu talk now be law. Anything what Tinubu wants now be law. That's why we call him the de facto government. Because he don't make rules for himself. Now only what he wants now be rule. Oh, what's that? Tota. You know, you like on you like over here rule. It no matter whether you know they inside constitution. Now only APC, let me see say they know they carry constitution, they read. They don't know what they inside. They forbid to read. Now what they want, now they do. I mean no. We will kill Abat. We will hang him on the tree. We will kill Mama Edo Bride. We will kill Bale. We will do this. We will do that. Now only APC government now I see say you not go fit talk. The time Obaseki was there, Obaseki was the most ridiculed governor. Even till tomorrow, most ridiculed. Then they chat, then they talk. At the end of the day, waiting cause Onyoba, he not share money. So if we now decide to say there is no law, then everybody start to live like King Kong inside the zoo. We start to live like animals that the animals have no. In fact, those people said those beings, those animals. Let me tell you, they even follow their jungle life. They know when you get to the jungle, you go no say na lion I be oga. Nobody want take the place of lion. Even if they want take and they go fight, put na lion. Now they stand there as oga. Now hear me. I be no be oduma. Ekme. Now be lion. Okay, oga don't come. We be they talk. I beg if una never like Mona go like. If una never like Mona go like. Sonny said, Izoje, you don't know what you are saying. You are highly biased, dishonest, and unpatriotic. I pity you that you are supporting this confused Monday Upewolo. Well, really, I feel the same way, because how can you be supporting what cannot give you the order of the day? No light, nothing. No straight, no path. What path are you following? Ede awagbeya di moto na de amake na vio area. Ede awagbeya awe plane iriwe no. Ede no pa agbe awe no pa. There is no. Where is the book that you gazetted everything that you want to follow? There is no scheme. There's no line of thought. Okay, welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. I think I have a strong connection now. Better than you.
I beg. That's we know say here today. We know say.
All right. So
yes.
the point I was trying to explain here is that corruption is not only when money changes hands. No, it is more than that. For example, maybe there are when you have these cases that are supposed to be there in chronological order.
Yes,
so if
sir.
you are saying it's A, B, C, and so when you have an individual come and disrupt that order because of it could be personal reasons or so, then that's corruption.
Exactly.
So because I remember we were just talking about that, the case of Natasha Akpoti and all that. So
yes, sir. It just came up because there's no scheme of there's no line, there's nothing that they are following.
Yeah.
They're not following anything, just whatever comes up.
There's no itinerary of how things are supposed to be done.
Error.
So maybe you take money from someone and you just take this case and on and on and on. So that's corruption. So today, when you look at the all the government that have ever ruled in Nigeria, this is the most corrupt government in terms, because I was talking about Beta Edu as well. Beta Edu was just unfortunate.
Edu was very foolish for trying to steal so early.
If she had waited till this time, they will have a way of covering it up and no one will speak. So I think that right now they don't have itinerary of how things are supposed to be done. There's no schedule. People are just running back and forth, and we are almost close to anarchy in Nigeria. Nothing works under this government of APC. I understand that this particular APC administration, they try to cast aspersion at the Buhari administration. If you look at it, so far so good. The Buhari administration is better than this current government that we have in Nigeria today. So I will appeal to the local government chairman to go back to court if they have waited for the period of time, because they will all have CTC, certified true copy of such judgment. If the judgment says in 20 days you have to appeal, and if after 20 days there's no appeal from the state government, then they have to go back and reapproach the court again to help implement their court judgment. Okay. So on the lady who was talking about, first of all, whatever she is writing is not right. It's not the Edo people, the entire Edo people that elect a local government chairman.
Let me greet my distinguished chairman here. Ajibola Baba Tuale. Atuale. Yemi no kae. Take your way. I'm not by your may do very screen here.
If I want to, I can see that as well.
Okay.
So now,
okay.
Yeah, if I want, let me go back to the. We see the screen here. So now, whoever the people of Oredo local government, they are the one that elects the local government chairman, not the entire Edo people.
Yes.
So I want to get that. That person should get that clear. So when he talks about appointment, you see, it is easy to come to this. That's why I like this channel and some other channels as well. When you come to the social media space and begin to write I understand you have your freedom of speech and all that. Writing is tantamount to speaking. So you don't come and tell and say he was appointed. There's no local government that Obaseki appointed someone to. That appointing a local government chairman is unknown to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Okay.
The only time we are having people being appointed now, which the entire country is against, is in Rivers State, because we have a sole administrator who wants to appoint. Who I think he has already appointed local.
He's just doing whatever that is not in line.
Yes.
Look at how Benue has been bastardized. Emergency state of emergency.
So in that case, you say someone has been appointed. But if elections were held, for example, if you ask me, Tinubu was appointed, but we don't call it appointment because, however, he won. He won they said he won. Like Monday Okpebolo did not win to become governor of Edo State. More or less like he was when Tinubu said, "Oh, you want Edo back?" They said, "Yes, so I will give you Edo." We still don't call it appointment. We still say INEC appointed governor of Edo State. So it's unfortunate that the likes of Hizoje, our political class, they want many of those people who can easily just be carried along like that. Because I remember, I always talk about what's this party? Action Group. In the days of Action Group, these were the kind of people they like. They tell them anything, they don't verify. They give them touch. They go and touch so many bamboo houses in those days. That was the hallmark of Action Group. And I said, and I analyzed it before, that it is the same Action Group that has metamorphosed into APC. And we are seeing it today. Yeah.
Okay. See, thank you, sir. I don't know. Are you continuing or that was it?
No, I just want to stop there so that we'll have enough time.
I see you. Ina I said he has problem with network issue. Jibola, always some people have freedom of speech. Some others have freedom of mumuism. I see. Because you have freedom of speech. You can open your platform and say all your gibberish. Yeah, if you're not speaking truth to power, open your platform and be there. I will not come there because when I see something is not right, I don't go with it. I speak truth to power. Okay, so it's not. I don't want to give this guy my precious time. So I want us to keep moving. Yeah. Oh, Ina, I said fantastic show. Oh God, yes. It's not as if we just want to talk and spoil other people. No, we are speaking truth to power. Okay, moving on, sir. I'm a little concerned about the ADC coalition that is just coming up. This one is the federal within outside of Edo State. Outside of Edo State, the coalition that came up. Now, people who have spoken to me, they are concerned that all the faces they see there are the same recycled old hearts, old fathers, old crimes, old sin. That why are we not seeing new faces? Then I try to argue and tell my people, well, oh, you're seeing all these faces now because Obi can't do it alone. And Obi is not a saint. He can't stand alone to defeat the gorilla at the top. We need to do something. So he needs to come together with everyone. So, but they are, in fact, they are going to eat me raw. Yeah, well, no, we don't want any old face, all these recycled hags, they are thieves, they are this. Why are they still coming together? I am worried too. I'm seeing faces there that are very, very worrisome. Number one, Aregbesola is there, who twisted the law to suit himself. Malami, who turned the law upside down during Buhari's time. Amechi, Rotimi is there. El-Rufai is there. All the disgruntled politicians are there. So, what is your take on this? I have a video quickly. I don't know if I can play up, but let me just play a little. Let me play.
Average Nigerian, all is not well with vast aspects of governance in the country, especially management of the nation's commonwealth, which has been complicated by national worsening insecurity, gross lack of affordable and functional health care, failing infrastructure, and above all, broken food supply chain, amongst others. In a natural reaction, the political class, after heaping blames, have decided to readjust and restructure the political organs with which they could effectively change the ruling apparatus of government. Some of the questions begging for answers are to what extent the political actors selfless has such actions in the past, which led to resolving the challenges which prompted the movement, and what are the alternatives. In Benin City, Secretary of the PDP, Chris Nahikari, said there is nothing wrong with the coalition of parties, but PDP stands tall. Another politician, Odua Igbinosun, says the coalition may be a jamboree.
We are a strong brand and we're a representative of the people. And anybody or any team or group of people that want a situation where they can effect a change in the federal government through democracy, the most beautiful bride in this is PDP.
A one-party system is not too nice for our nascent democracy. We need a multi-party system. But again, looking at the caliber of individuals ganging up for such measures, we have a very strong reservation for that.
In Warri, Mr. Boma George, who hailed the measure, submitted that the new...
Anyways, sir, before you go on, I saw Oyegun there too. I'm very disappointed in our Oyegun, our elder statesman. Nenikeri Avedo, Oyegun has not spoken a word. And now I see his face in the coalition. So go on.
Okay. I understand that I may sound very controversial here, but let our viewers try to understand that I'm looking at it from my own perspective. People might disagree with me, but I have a very, very strong conviction on why I'm going to say what I'm about to say. The coalition, the coalition.
First of all, do you agree, yes or no, before you go on?
If I agree that what?
About that the coalition movement is a positive light.
Yes, in my own opinion, it is a positive light. Positive light in this sense that if the coalition is truly serious about effecting a change in Nigeria, they will have to mandatorily allow Peter Obi to champion this coalition into 2027 election as a presidential candidate.
Like a unanimous decision or a ticket.
Okay, yes. You know, in Nigeria, we have two types of primaries. There's a consensus candidate, and the other one when you do the real party primaries. You remember, APC actually had a consensus candidate in the name of Ahmed Lawan in 2023 election, towards the 2023 election. So when they heard the cry from Abeokuta when Jagaban said Emilokon,
yes,
they bulge. APC bulge to that popular statement when he went to Abeokuta. He chose to go to Abeokuta and make that statement, surrounded by his Yoruba politicians. And he knew what he was doing. He never spoke in English language. He spoke in Yoruba language, more or less telling Nigerians that we will leave you. We are ready to leave you if you don't allow us to be one of you. So APC bulge. So the consensus candidate of Ahmed Lawan was overnight. They said, "Oh no, we didn't say. That's not what we said." Then eventually there was now a primary, and Tinubu came out victorious in that primaries. Fine. So if the coalition party, they decide that they want to do a consensus candidate, that is to say, within us, we have agreed that this time around we are going to give this ticket to Peter Obi, then the coalition will be on. But if peradventure they now say, "Oh no, we don't want a consensus candidate. We want to come out and, people would buy forms. Atiku will rear his ugly head again." That coalition. And
Atiku is in the coalition.
He being in the coalition
right now.
Yeah, being in the coalition is not a big problem. For me, it's okay for him to be in the coalition. But
no, he wants to be one of the contestants too.
No, I don't think
not just a field member. Or only any contest.
Let us wait until that time for when he comes out to say, "Oh, I want to run." Until then, let us. When the day he says he wants to run, that's it. That coalition is dead.
On arrival, yes.
That coalition would be dead on the day we hear that Atiku has gone to purchase a ticket or forms to run to be the presidential candidate of that coalition. On that very day, that coalition will be dead.
Yeah, 90%.
It will be left with exactly. It will be left with no one.
Yes.
So that is one thing.
He's going to raise his ugly head again.
The moment he raises his ugly head, that's it. That coalition will be dead. But let me go back and say, you see, when we saw Barack Obama, when he became the first black man to be the president of the United States of America, he did not say, "Oh, if you have been following the trend of presidential election primaries in the Democratic Party all along, you see Sharpton, Jackson, they always contest." Obama didn't come and say, "Okay, you know what? These people has never given any one of us an opportunity. Therefore, I want to go and form my own party or go to a Green Party." No, he stayed with them. He stayed with them. Eventually, he became a presidential candidate. That's one example. Exactly. Then number two example, when you look at the apartheid regime in South Africa, if Nelson Mandela abandoned them, I will tell you today that they will still be ruling South Africa. But when F.W. de Klerk, when he came to power, then he worked with him and he produced, and he was removed from prison. He came and became president of South Africa. Ever since then till today, black people are allowed to vote. And what happened? South Africa has been on a good path. So, but if Nelson Mandela say, "Oh no, it's ANC or no other party," we have to do it through ANC. We have to do it through ANC.
Network.
It looks good though.
On your side, you were cut off.
Can you hear me?
No, guys, he's on the road. That's why driving home. So I just caught him, and that's why the network is kind of shaky. We have to arrest him somehow. That's why. Hey, no, we can't hear you. But we get your line of thoughts. So, guys, he may come back if he's able to. What do you guys think? Because I am of the opinion that if this ticket is not given to Obi unanimously, when the plague in Asorok will continue, for them to give Atiku this ticket, our war, we will not be by him. He cannot come and use full and incense on us. No, the power belongs to the South right now. It's supposed to be in the South. So 4 years or Yeke, or somebody from South, not Amechi, not our war Amechi, no, Maimuna Mechi.
Yeah, I think something went wrong.
What was that, if I may ask? I don't think network.
It just logged me out suddenly.
Oh, Malakima. Ajibola, pray on this line. Tell the line. Make you walk. Ajibola dey here. Start prayer. Someone say, I agree only when Peter Obi is the candidate. The lot of young people that we are speaking is behind. We are behind the Obi.
So I was actually talking about Gorbachev, how Gorbachev came to power in Russia.
Okay.
If you are not a KGB, there's no way you will come and rule the then USSR. It was called Union of Soviet Socialist Republic.
So, Union.
Yeah, what it was called then. So, but he was one of them. Because he was one of them, but when he came to power, he changed everything completely. And that is how USSR and the now Russia got freedom. Then we started having the Yugoslavia in those days. Then there was the Balkanization of the Balkan region and all that. So Obi, that's why I'm surprised. Let us look at another presidential candidate, Sowore. Sowore, you cannot do it alone.
Okay, that is where Sowore is missing the point.
Exactly, you can't do it alone.
He wants to do the saints that saved Nigeria alone.
So now, Obi, we have
the ugly.
Exactly. When you have the El-Rufai, I know you said something, but let me quickly say one thing. I don't like Abubakar Malami, but let me say one thing, because I always like to put the record straight. It was Malami and some few other lawyers that left Nigeria and went to England over the PEID case, and that's why Nigeria is alive today. Otherwise, Nigeria would have declared bankruptcy, because if Nigeria never won that case of PEID, that would have been the end of Nigeria. Somalia would have been better than Nigeria. It was Abubakar Malami and other lawyers that went over there. I think, there was another case too. So there were plethora of this corruption that has always been around, that is almost about to sink Nigeria. So he helped. That's the only thing. I cannot stand him speaking, but he did that for Nigeria.
Okay.
That's his job. That's his job anyway. That's his Attorney General of the Federation. But not this Attorney General that we are having today, that is standing to prosecute a senator who's alleging that she was sexually assaulted. But that didn't happen in the era of Malami. So that's on the side. So I think that if Obi is able to pivot all these people, like I said, Atiku should never be given the opportunity to lead this pack. If he wants to lead, let him lead from behind. To be a presidential candidate, I think his time and his era is over. He won election in 2019. Instead of fighting, he went to Dubai and sat in Dubai.
He always sits in Dubai. After 4 years, he returns. Dubai man. He has nothing. He has no contribution whatsoever. He has not spoken up since. When opposition needs to speak, sketchy thing of ex-handle of everybody. He has not done anything. I don't see him as a good leader. He just
I don't see him.
The Milocon thing where they worry them. Now me, I must rule. Whether I know what to do or not, I must rule. Now in the carry waka. That notion should be killed.
When we look at that coalition, if we have the presidential candidate as Peter Obi, that would be a Peter Obi's election to lose, because these APC have not done anything. They brought hunger, they brought insecurity across the entire length and breadth of the country. So therefore, so that would be his election to lose.
Yes,
because APC cannot put their hand on anything and say, "Oh, this is what we have done for Nigeria."
They don't coastal lines in my area. Coastal people are dying.
Road,
excuse you.
30-kilometer road. When you made the entire country poor, you took away their money, their purchasing power was taken away from them. People are hungry. People are into poverty. They cannot eat. When you look at across the entire length and breadth of Nigeria, in this planting season of this current planting season this year, there was insecurity everywhere. So what are Nigerians going to eat by next?
They just have misplaced priorities. Coastal lines when people are dying. Are you serious? If I hear about agriculture, okay, there is food excess of food in the nation. What? So that coastal line, is it not to just go and siphon money, conduit pipe again? In a kilometer, don't want to help. Will it help you and I? Is that the most important thing on the list right now?
The coastal line that they are trying to build is going to be like a Ajaokuta steel rolling mill, because way back in the 80s, we went on excursion to a Ajaokuta steel rolling mill. The fact is that the federal government of Nigeria has been irresponsible for a very long time. There's Alaja Steel Complex and there's Ajaokuta Steel Rolling Mill. So, Ajaokuta Steel Rolling Mill. And there was Alaja Steel Complex. Alaja Steel Complex is supposed to produce billets, because I went on an excursion. It was a geography excursion, not as an individual. It's a school excursion. So Alaja Steel Complex was supposed to produce billets that we go into Ajaokuta Steel Rolling Mill and produce some and roll it, those billets, those big billets, iron billets. But unfortunately, when the two was done, whatever comes from Alaja cannot feed Ajaokuta. So you find out that the two gigantic investment by federal government of Nigeria was useless. Someone should go and do a research on that. Ajaokuta Steel Rolling Mill and Alaja Steel Complex, the two of them, it was billions of dollars that was invested. They were all useless. So when you look at the coastal rail line, the coastal line that they are building, I tell you honestly, it is going to be moribund. Give it another 5 years, because
useless.
At the pace at which they are going, probably after about 60 kilometers, this government will be out of power, and no one will be able to put those amount of money. In fact, there will be no money to keep building it, because the money has been siphoned and diverted into somewhere else.
That was why it was so important to them. It was so like they couldn't wait, because they want to siphon, they want to siphon that money. Because if you want to invest in agriculture and other things that will benefit us directly, the federal government, they are not interested. What will benefit the citizens directly, they are not interested. We are not feeling the impact. Excuse me.
No.
We're not feeling the impact. As far as the poor cannot feed, they are not feeling the impact. The fuel price, PMS is still high. You have done nothing. VAT is still on top. You have done nothing, because the pinch is so much on the poor. I said it don't know. I said it did. I said it pay a light. I said it one. I said it because of all the taxes and the rest. So they've done nothing. So when they keep talking about coastal lines, coastal lines does not affect the poor at all. It does not make the poor the poor better. So anything that would not better the life of the common man on the street, my dear, if you want to start with anything, development in the country, you start with the very poorest, the one on the street. When all you feel the impact here.
So, yeah, if we have an OB leading as a presidential candidate in the coalition in 2027, that would be an OB's election to lose.
Because everybody will now be behind him. All the power, the bags behind him to just remove this man, and we will be so happy. So we also see some other parties, some other, I think they are from APC molds inside. ADC will not work. You cannot remove a sitting president. Who told you so, sir? Who told you so, ma? Who told you that an incumbent cannot be removed? Was Jonathan not removed? It's not an impossible thing. It's just the people's mind coming together to do one thing, agreeing to do what is at stake. Now we are also scared of INEC, sir. INEC, the corrupt arm of APC, by extension APC. What is this ADC, the fate of ADC going to be with INEC, the very corrupt one?
That's why personally I know.
Yeah, before you take that question, I want to agree with Faith Iyari. He said Atiku is corrupt, but Tinubu is excessively corrupt. Tinubu can kill for power, true, but Atiku cannot. My sister, I agree with you 101%. But this time around, Atiku must not show his ugly head. Atiku cannot come up and vie for that ticket. We will not allow it. If he does, then this coalition effort is dead on arrival. Just want you to know. Yes, Tinubu is more corrupt than Atiku. Tinubu is what do you call that word? Desperately wicked, desperately corrupt. Like he can do anything for anything. But Atiku has limits. I think I see it like that. Go on, sir.
Okay. If in this coalition,
yes, sir.
People may not agree with me. They need an aerofy.
I think we need the good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah, we need an aerofy because, like Tinubu said, power is not served a la carte.
A la carte, yeah.
Power is not served a la carte.
You have to fight for it.
Exactly. Because you're talking about INEC now.
Yes, INEC is my problem. It's the weapon fashioned against Nigerians.
Yeah, thank God that I am alive today to see that there were so many politicians in Nigeria that I repose a lot of confidence in them. But over the past few months, I lost that confidence completely. So, because of money, we need an aerofy from the north, and
we need a Kwankwaso.
We need a Kwankwaso. The Kwankwasia movement is already there. Fine.
But I heard that APC wants to they want to do something and take in Kwankwaso, then drop Shetima. Is it true?
That's what they are rumoring, that he wants to drop Shetima. Yeah, that would be, and he is thinking that a marriage with Kwankwaso. Tinubu has been able to manage Shetima. He cannot manage Kwankwaso. Cannot. That would be a disaster. He cannot manage.
And Tinubu does not like when he's not when he's not in power fully charged. No. He wants to be the god of all.
Yeah, it was like Wike. Atiku knew that he could not manage Wike as a vice presidential candidate. That's why he just decided he was toxic.
Yes.
That was a toxic marriage.
Yes.
So
nobody can manage Wike.
Yes. Tinubu cannot manage Kwankwaso. Cannot manage Kwankwaso. Okay. So I think it would be better for him to stick with the known devil. And if peradventure, whichever way Kwankwaso switches his allegiance. And because of the kind of politics that Kwankwaso has been playing, and it's more or less like a movement. There are two states, Kebbi State and Kano State. Yes, these are two states where he has held on for a very long period of time. And I can assure you that even if he chose to go with the other side, we are still going to have some of these obedience in Kano.
We do have, yes, but we want more.
Exactly. But you know, I do believe that what INEC will see after the elections, they will be forced to tell the truth so that they don't burn Nigeria down when it comes to 2027. People are hungry.
Okay.
People are hungry. Tinubu has been given the opportunity to tell us the direction where he intends to move towards. He has failed completely. Zero.
They are building coastal lines.
Exactly. Building coastal line, and he's busy. He came to South. Our South leaders are so they are too I don't know. I don't want to cast aspersions at them. They are cowed in. They cotton to him. That's the word. They just cotton to Tinubu. So easy that we are having an entire South. Entire South. We are having only one governor now, Doye Diri from Bayelsa, that is now PDP.
Standing alone.
Yes, only Doye Diri. There's no other political zone in Nigeria that
in the south.
You have not in the entire Nigeria. We have 6 geopolitical zones. We have South, we have Southeast, we have a Northeast, North Central, Northwest, we have a Southwest. All these geopolitical zones. No one has cottoned to Tinubu the way the South leaders have done. They are so scared. They all have skeleton in their cupboard. Therefore, when you hear the likes of someone like Okpebolo, because he didn't win election.
Odigwetua Master, Okmomese, CEO, Okmomese Group of Company.
So when we because their hands are not clean, so it's about okay, fine. We know you've taken X amount of money. Therefore, if you don't join us, we are going to expose you.
We're going to blackmail you. Yes. So Okmomese Group of Company Nigeria Limited.
Yeah. So I think that if Peter Obi leads that coalition, it will be his own election to lose.
Yes, I think so too. So you are not completely ruling out. We have a need for all the bad, the good, and the ugly to come together and join forces. So in his own head, I don't know what he's thinking. He thinks he can do it alone, but Nigerians are not thinking.
No, he cannot do it alone.
He can't do it alone. The way Nigeria is structured, he cannot do it alone.
Yeah, when you look at the constitutional powers that is vested in the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the office of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is more powerful than the powers that are given to the office of the President of the United States of America.
Wow.
Because he controls almost everything.
Yeah, that center, we need to break that hold.
Exactly. So with that power,
it doesn't look like true federalism to me at all.
No, we don't have a federal state. We have a unitary state.
No.
When you have that power in the hands of someone like Obi, let me say something that maybe people are not watching. Our viewers, have you observed that the CPC arm of the APC has been wiped out? The CPC arm of the APC, because you remember, he was what was the one that Oshomole was in Benin then? Party where he won the election.
It was APC now, ABAC.
No, it wasn't APC. AC, yeah. You have AC, CPC, and so many of these parties they came together because of the power that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria wields around. The CPC arm of that APC has been wiped out completely. So if you have a president who actually wants to work for Nigerians with the power that is vested in his office, within that period of time that he's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he can make things happen. He can make things to work out. If Tinubu actually wanted, he came for the purpose of fixing Nigeria, because
not for himself, he would have been able to fix it.
This is what Tinubu is interested in doing. Very soon we will have a Tinubu state. His wife goes to one of these schools. Then they name the hostel after the wife. He goes to an army barrack. They name the army barrack after his name. Yes. Very soon we are going to be seeing Tinubu statue everywhere.
Yes,
that's what he wants to do. Other than that, there's nothing.
I think that's just pure evil. Like, does that make you? Because for me, the more I see him, the more I hate him. I despise him. Does that make people like him? No. Why are you seeing this man, this reckless face everywhere? This wicked face. It makes me even more angry to see that he's naming himself after everything. So, sir, one question quickly. Eric, I see you. Welcome, my son. One question. When a government enter, like, overthrows them now, and like after 4 years, another government comes in, can we wipe these names out?
You see, they cannot. Okay, that's exactly the area that that was what I was actually addressing. So it's not an overthrow anyway. When election is held and somebody else comes into power, that's what I wanted to say. An election is held, and Yes, if we have someone, a serious-minded Nigerian who wants to work for the people of Nigeria, these people will not be wiped out. They will be scared to do the wrong thing. They will be scared to do the wrong thing because they know. Because, like today, for example, if you are in any of these government parastatals or so, if you do the wrong thing, who's coming to tell you? Do you think that if we have a strong president in Nigeria, do you think that the judiciary, one judge will say, "Oh, this person won election, and now one governor decided to go out there and beat them up and said they've been impeached and all that"? No, those things will not happen. It will not have. There will be no place for them. All our judges will sit up. There's a saying in my Edo language which says, "Ezera kuunlure." So when the head is rotten, so what do you expect? So there are so many leakages in our system. Like, for example, all these so-called, for a Malami kind of person who was very powerful some few years ago, to be joining coalition,
it's tired.
Because these people have not been given any latitude to operate at all. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is so powerful that all these people that we are talking about, the moment this man becomes the president of the Republic and he's doing well, he has the people behind him. Every Nigerian will behave. Let us assume we have a president and he uses his entourage not more than about 5 to 6 or so cars. Do you think any governor would be using about 13 to 20 cars? Of course not.
How many convoy? How many security?
Exactly. So if the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is using probably about 200 cars in his convoy, then a state governor can use 40.
Okay.
But if you have someone that says no, and again, there's another thing too. This is something that the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria can begin to work on. For example, Monday Pueblo has destroyed so many houses in Edo State.
So many that he cannot rebuild.
Yeah, not by court pronouncement. So supposing he leaves office
by his own judgment.
Exactly. Supposing he leaves office. By the time he leaves office, the federal government is saying, "Oh, this person does not have immunity anymore, therefore should be prosecuted." except Joshua Darie and Jolly Unyame. These are the only two ex-governors in Nigeria that has gone to jail. Even when they went to jail, they were given presidential pardon. So we need a president that will begin to say, look, this country is a country of laws. Therefore, let us do the right thing. And you will see, in 1 year, people will behave in Nigeria. Knowing fully well that if they commit crime, they will actually answer for their crime.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I just want to take one statement. We're in a park area where Ajibola is telling us that people are hungry. The coalition needs to charge the people to be angry to the level that INEC will not dare to misbehave. Sir, do you think we are docile, or we are speaking, but because there are no mercenaries in place, we don't know what to do? Are we frustrated, or we are just docile? Which?
Yeah, I think we are docile.
We are docile.
You see,
because
you see
the way Akpabio behaves, and we just swallow it.
Yeah. In the era of Babangida was the one that started breaking student unionism in Nigeria, and he politicized it. So what these people they do, they will look for one of us and empower that one of us, and that one will be saying, "Me wanna cool down, go better."
Yeah, go, but not be so it goes forever.
Yes, it's a divide and rule. Okay. Just like when the British came, there were some certain areas they were using direct rule. There were some certain areas then they use indirect rule. So these people, they look around, they have, like, for example, that individual that just came to your platform and is saying something. Some of them are paid stipends.
Infiltrate and start doing nonsense.
Yeah. So unfortunately today, when you look at the modus operandi of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he has his journalists in Arise. He has them in channels.
Everywhere.
Let us forget about TV. They have everywhere. And you have all these small mushroom social media platforms that are coming up and all that. So the man has a lot of money to spread around to try to make people believe that what he's doing is right. But unfortunately, when we all go to the market does not know any social media platform user, does not know whether you work in Arise or you anywhere you work, it doesn't.
Now the price be the price.
Exactly.
I see.
So that is the reason why, Mr. Ajibola, thank you very much for your ideas. That is true. We are docile. The Nigerian people are docile. Yeah. I thought that when Oshomole was at the airport, people were going to go and buy eggs and throw it at him.
But no, they gave him a very warm welcome.
Because right there, he started lying, and the moment the FAA was told to go and bring the time that he entered the airport, you see a lot of water has gone under the bridge. We are not going to hear about that.
I want to see CCTV winner.
Okay.
This will not be country in the whole airport.
Because we are docile. Someone like Oshomole, he comes, maybe he has his own security aids and all that, but the way he will be treated by the people, even if they don't throw eggs at him, for the fact that people are there telling him, talking to him and telling him that he's not for the people, he's for himself. When he goes into his private room at night, he will begin to think about what he's been told. But we are all saying,
do those people have conscience?
They don't have conscience. They don't care.
If they did, they would have not been this evil. At least no, they do more. They do more. Since Oshomole has been sitting as a sitting senator, come on, man. What are the gains for his constituents? What are the gains? Let them come and let them tell you what Oshomole they do for that side.
Let me quickly say this before I forget.
Yes, sir.
Last year, about 300 and something million was budgeted for one borehole. 300 and something million naira for one borehole, and the entire country was quiet.
Akpabio.
Are we not docile?
We are docile.
This year they have budgeted about 283 million for one street light, and the country is quiet. Are we
Whatever
not docile?
it feels okay. That's what they do.
Docility, docility is even it does not even qualify what we are.
Yeah, time.
And someone signs that into law. Where on earth are you going to buy a street light?
Even if you come to the street, if you come to the streets of Canada,
if you go to the streets of America, you cannot have a 283 million naira equivalent budgeted for one street light.
Okay.
A borehole. You know, when you go to the, in Canada here, there are so many aboriginals. They use borehole. Because if you are in the Toronto area, you won't know this thing. But if you go, like for example, if you go up north, you have not even Yukon, in Ontario. Have you heard about the word that if you go on your Google map today, type in mono. Mono. Mono is like about less than 100 kilometers away from Toronto. They use borehole. They don't spend 300. What is 300 million?
300 was one street light.
So
it's true. We are really docile. Whatever I bring on them, they take it. So
and the president signs it into law.
Yeah,
and everyone is quiet. We go home.
Everyone is quiet. Everyone is quiet. Do you think the reform will happen? Because I think it will not. Tinubu will not sign it. The Senate will kill it.
Yes, he will not sign it. Because look at what they've been doing. They've planted moles in all television stations. They've planted moles in almost all the political parties. You know, this coalition, they had meetings outside of Nigeria for a very long time. The morning when they were supposed to come together,
they didn't work.
That's Captain Osa's. They were intimidated to tell them that.
Yes, it's true. Yes.
So such a president will sign electoral reform? No.
It won't.
So it will be Nigerians have to be ready and say, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. That's the only way INEC will behave.
Yeah. And with all these big wigs coming together, the ugly, the good, the bad coming together, I think it makes the coalition more stronger. This is why we said
yes. That's why
one person be alone cannot beat Tinubu.
No.
No matter how good
because
you are.
So that's why they need some of them, the Aregbe Sholas, and all these people, because they were all together at a certain time. They know what they do when it comes to election.
Yeah.
You need to bring them together with you.
We need the Erufai. We need him. We need him.
Yeah, you need the Erufai. You need all
bad,
of them.
the very bad. Secret here. Need other way. Eric is telling us that there's no electoral reform before 2027. Eric, was he announced, or you just feel this way?
That's what I feel.
Yeah, I feel safe too. But Mama Mie, like kind of official statement from the Senate, because he and put into law.
Yeah, but we remember when before 2019, when they came up with the electoral reform, Buhari says he's not going to sign it into law because election was very close. He didn't want to lose election.
But this one election is too far, but Tinubu will not sign it.
No.
Yeah.
And also, most of these House of Rep senators that we have, if there is a true electoral reform, a lot of them will not go back there.
No.
They will not return back there.
Yes. If there's a true electoral reform, people will not come back there.
Yes. The reason why people like Eno, or what, I don't know his name, Cross River State governor.
That's governor.
Yeah. The reason why they are defecting is that they will be rigged out. That's it. They will be. They are scared to be rigged out.
Exactly. I believe you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, my people. Can we go on a quick break? How many likes? Eric, check out for me. Una not like una forget APC many for year. APC, una they enjoy free talk. Una not they like. What did they happen? Mona like I know time Monday. You know say na 3 a.m. you take the watch am. But right now just like you never reach 3 a.m. So before you come down, I don't like you report who no. Oh yeah, Mona like am. Mona go like. Then we go quick break. We'll come back 1 second. Now well done, now welcome. Ma close it by my gipe. Now don't see that like button. You say like, share, subscribe. If now the first time when you don't say see area mama, shebi you like my face and you like truth. If you like truth, make you go like I beg. And if you want to also gift our platform, write down on your button there, on your right button, you go see and there. Now one small box, pekele box, they put $sign. You go there, go put the amount where you like. Say, area mama, take and drink coke, ija. Many me they cry. Area mama, take and they shine. Area mama, use and take subscribe for your pay for subscription. I go come pray for you. Say God go bless you. If you never born triplets, you go born. So I go come pray for you. Oh yeah, let's go. Go and like. Una well done. We'll be out soon. We'll be out. Pisa, I see you. Eric. Uwayesi Eric Alile. Peter Obi for president. Eri Makaeo. Ogasa. Go on with your okay, one statement. Let me take one more.
There's okay, all right.
Okay, when the looting by APC is done by way of such unimaginable budget for street lights and borehole. On road screen, even. See, Mr. Jibola, that even when they bring this unimaginable, unfathomable bills, we don't speak. Nobody is speaking. Peter Randy has been the only one that has gone to Senate to cry for electoral reform. Nobody. We also okay. Sometimes we speak in our platforms here, but we really need to take this thing physical and go meet them. Then
exactly.
Where did you get this amount? Unscrupulous amount. This one we were paddy. Like we are not speaking at all. We are not speaking enough.
Exactly.
We are not patriotic at all. Our patriotism, I think, is less than 1%.
I think we are scared. I think that's what I'm beginning to see. We are scared. The likes of Izoje, you know, that the likes.
I think that one has been paid. He's an urchin, sir. He's been paid to go around.
Yeah. So when you have such an individual going from one platform to the other, and they begin to spread a wrong narrative, is it someone that is crying over a spilled milk? And I mean,
is Izoje today enjoying Monday's government? Or maybe yes, because he's getting the crumbs from the table. Maybe yes.
Exactly.
So he's not feeling what we are feeling on the streets. I think so.
Area Mama, there is a topic that I want to introduce. I'm going to take a little excerpt from my from what I'm writing, but eventually I'll put it on my Facebook anyway.
Okay, sir.
You see, I think I was watching a video about hearings have started in an attempt to create new states.
In Nigeria?
Yeah, they've started the hearing across all the 6 geopolitical zones.
Okay.
Yes. So because they intend to change the constitution, and at the same time, they also want to introduce. They want to create some new states. So
across all the
across across all the geopolitical zones. Unfortunately, Edo State is not part of those geopolitical zones.
Really?
So, no. Edo State is not among where they are going to create new state. There's none.
Are we not part of the 6 geopolitical zone?
We are part of the 6 geopolitical zone.
So alienating my.
No, because there was no submission from our state that this area of our state, we want to carve it into another state. No, there was no submission by any human being. So maybe we are satisfied with what we have. Maybe that's
we shouldn't be.
Okay, so this is something that I want to talk about today.
Okay.
I will talk, but before then, I want to lay background. You remember in this program, I said that, first of all, in 1963, that was when Midwestern region was carved out of Western region.
Yeah.
And if we were not carved out of Western region, I tell you honestly today, the way Emilokon is marginalizing, or the way he stampled on all these Yoruba states, the Western state, that's the same way it would have been. He would have taken us like just one of his own. He says anything is law unto us. So in 1963, we had the Usadebes and all that, Midwestern region was carved out. Then later it became Bende State, Benin Delta. Okay. Now, Babangida came and divided Benin Delta. When it was divided, I want to come out with figures here. Edo State is 19,559 square kilometers. That is the size of Edo State. 19,559 square kilometers.
Yeah.
We have 18 states. 18 local government area. 18.
Yeah.
Hey, Delta State has 17,698 square kilometers. They have 25 local governments.
Can you imagine?
Okay. Now, again, let me go back a little bit. So say that on this program one time, I said Warri North, what they currently call Warri North local government.
Yeah.
That is the area that you have Opuama.
Yeah, yeah.
So Opuama to the south, because these are predominantly our Ijaw brothers. In 1983, I repeat, that Justice Muhammad Uwais ruled, because it was a case that was instituted by our monarch in the 70s, which is Oba Akenzwa II. So in 1983, before any case gets to the Supreme Court, it takes decades. So in 1983, the Supreme Court, led by Justice Muhammad Uwais, ruled that is a Benin land. That is a Benin land.
Yes.
But our leaders, as docile as they have always been, traditional leaders and our political leaders, who are so interested in feeding on the carcass that is left behind of the Nigerian waste. That's it. They kept quiet, and we saw our state being carved out. As it was carved out, we still have more lands, but unfortunately, we had lesser local government. Thanks to Tom Ikimi, who made it possible for Igwebe local government area to be carved out of the original local government where it has been, where it was. So today here we are. We have been shortchanged.
Yeah, to our own disadvantage.
Exactly. So if the federal government of Nigeria comes out today and say, bring one person from every local government,
we will only get it.
The entire Edo South will bring only 7. The Eastern people will have 5. And the other side of Edo North, which is divided into 2, the Esako, and the
Onwa.
Akoko Edo Onwa, they will have 6. Okay? But if you go back and look at the size of the land of all these areas, the Edos, these Edo speaking, we the Edo speaking, I don't want to play tribal politics, but the Edo speaking, with more population, we will be also be shortchanged. So when you look at these our politicians, when we have these Monde Okpewolo who are not agitating for the Edo people, that's when I mean Edo people, the entire Edo North, Edo Central, Edo South, they don't agitate for us. No. They are interested in, oh, my father, your father. Your father, your father. Look at what your father is doing. The Southwest is still going to be further divided.
Edo is
and they will have more local, they will have more local government. There will be more federal allocations to all these areas.
That is it. That is it, sir.
Yeah, you that is saying my father, where you are is dirty. Is it not time for this man to start agitating 8 months in power?
Does he even know the meaning of expansion?
We have erosion destroying our cities and towns.
Leading people with eyes.
So why all these things? Yeah, why all these things are going on? I am of the opinion that these are those we call them leaders. Are they really leaders?
No, sir. They are leaders in their stomach.
See, when you say, I understand John Oyego at a certain point, he spoke out, and I know he was rigged out. That's a fact. He was rigged out of
Since he was rigged out, he has remained inconsequential.
Yes.
Doesn't say anything anymore. He didn't leave politics, but it's not active.
No, it's not active.
No.
So when we all of us we really need to sit together and say, what is it that is going on? Because every politician, they are strategizing. As they are strategizing, they are trying to ensure that they place their state in such a situation to make their state to better benefit.
Anytime this thing comes up to say we want to expand, you see all the owners, the people that call themselves owners of Edo. No, don't divide the land, but it's for expansion and development. We are at the negative end right now.
I am of the opinion we really have leaders, or we just have those people that wants to feed themselves?
Ajibola says our traditional and political rulers are so satisfied with their Ghana must go. So when you become a stooge, when you become a slave to your stomach, this is what happens. Your stomach has to decide for you. But no, when you speak truth to power at all times, you will see where you are going on the right path. All these people you are talking about, sir, Ajibola, they have become servants, slaves to their stomach, to their need, to their wants, not needs, to their wants. Sir, it is really, this topic is very deep and it's very concerning. So Edo is not part of this list. What do we do now?
No. Okay, I mean, it might be too late. One thing, and my fear, this is my fear. My fear is, we saw how, because we were docile, we didn't want to be active. We saw how the creation of Delta State encroached into our Benin land.
We didn't say anything.
Park. The area Okomu National Park, all the way down to Atlantic Ocean, Opama was given away to Delta. So the same way we are going to sit one day, because we are not ready to do anything, we will see.
Oh, network. Abijimani Rekinya with network.
Hello,
Network.
can you hear me now?
Network. Now I can hear you. Oh, with network hero.
Okay,
I can hear you now, sir.
So, all right,
So,
fine.
okay.
One day we are going to
I'm asking a question. Is it late to add us, or is the government aware? The government of the day, are they aware?
This government does not know what I mean. We don't have a government in Edo State. So let us just take it that we don't have a government in Edo State.
So this thing is just going to bypass us now, and we won't be part of it. So that means.
But this is my fear.
Okay, go on.
I'm going to express my fear. Now we are going to sit and watch. Now the Ijaws will say, "Oh, we want an Ijaw state." The remaining part of
Edo
of your southeast.
Mm-hmm.
You know there are so many Ijaws in Ovia southeast. The Joseph Bale side of.
Yeah.
We will sit down and we will hear that a new state has been carved out, and they will carve us out again. That's one. That's my fear. If you look at the map, you see we have Akoko Edo local government area. If you go to the Ondo portion of it, they have Akoko local government of Ondo. But on the other side, we have Akoko Edo. So one day, those people, because they are still brothers, but it's just a geographical, a geopolitical line. Just like you have Niagara, Canada, and Niagara, USA. But they are the same people. So one day, these people will gather together and say, okay, since these guys are docile, they will go and cut our Akoko Edo brothers. They will take it with them. Before we know it, if not for Dr. Osaigbovo Ugbemudia, Igbanke would have been part of Delta State today. He vehemently refused and said no, he will not allow Igbanke to be part of
us.
No. Yeah, he refused. He said no. Igbanke has to be
cut out. Yeah, they are part of us. Abi?
Yes.
Yeah, they are part of.
If you go through that axis, have you heard about the town called Oza?
Yes, Oza. Ian is the Donekwe, right?
Ozanisi. Okay. Ozanisi. Yeah, Ozanisi, they have Ozanisi. They also have another town called Ozanogogoro, separated by a small river. But today, Ozanogogoro has been added to Delta State.
Wow.
Because we don't talk. You have what is his name? To
our own, to the detriment of Edo, to the detriment of the Edo people. Yeah.
Patrick ISO wearing.
Yeah.
That's where the area he's from. One day we will wake up. On that side, which is Ndokwa. I think that's somewhere around Ndokwa is local government also. Because the Ndokwa people are saying, no, we want to be an Ioma state. And if there's an Anioma state, we don't want to belong to South-South. We want to belong to Southeast. That's the agitation we are talking about now. So you will now see maybe about half of Uronigbe, because we are not talking. We will see half of Uronigbe. They will split it and say the other side will go away. We will wake up one morning. If you go to Ologbo in Edo State, Ologbo is half Shekiri, half Urobo, and half Edo. One day we are going to see Ologbo. It will go away. This will be carved out of us. So what is all these our political leaders? What are they doing? What is NEDA doing in the Senate?
Slaves to their stomach.
Yeah, and all these our old senators. What have they done?
Nothing, sir. Ghana must go away. Let's talk about Nigeria. Welcome. Zanisi, what's sick a village here? We're very close to my village, Zanisi.
Yes, Ozadisi today is still part of Edo State, but if you
But very soon they are going to carve them out.
No, they already carved out Ozano Gogo into Delta State.
My God, this is unfair.
So,
on patriotism, this is the result.
Exactly. So when I finish my write-up, I finish my write-up, I'll put it on my Facebook page and I will send you a copy of that because I'm doing the researching and doing.
Are you doing a research about it? Okay. Okay, sir. We get the thought, your line of thought. Hello? Hello? Hello, sir, are you there? Uh-oh, network. Where are we? Hello? Network, you know. Oh, we are pasted. He's doing a thorough research about this. I think we are going to be at the very negative end of this. You see, when leaders, both traditional and whatever rulers, when they look, let their stomach lead them, speak for them. This is what we end up with. On patriotism, you end up selling your own self, your people, your heritage, because umake yakwe gyae na wawu gyae na is what they care about. So now Monday does not even understand what is going on right now as we speak. This is very deafening to the ears, sir. Aramie, where we are not part of this development, this state na kavina and all of that, because all we hear is we are not zagaring anything. It's development. The more they carve out states or local governments, the more development comes. At the time when this new one, so development will always, just come to that area. But look at us today now. Our way came back. It came back. I don't know if it's going to come back, but we are almost at the end of the show. It came back. Once you are okay in your own house, it's okay. Whether the rest people not they okay, not concern them. Okay, sir. Try and wrap up, sir. Yeah.
Okay. So, in a nutshell, I think that for now, I just pray that the Supreme Court, they see Asmi Gudalo as a winner of the election, and because for now we don't have any government in Edo State, the autopilot that was left by Obaseki has waned down.
Nothing is working.
So, yeah, nothing is working. So that at least we can begin to have representative in Edo State. And also we have to be careful these days when those who sees any politician that would perceive that it is me and my family
alone
DLC. No, I mean, irrespective of how much these people are going to give around, do not vote for them. Do not vote for them, because, and again, that's another reason why this APC, PDP, and all these parties are not the best. Because if actually we are in search of a leader, where will that leader have these millions and millions that they use in obtaining forms? They won't have it.
You be in the government, you be in a government employee, and you have a private jet.
I know that they are urging every one of us to be, okay, you take part in politics, you should be, if you take part in it, that's when you can be a winner also. I cannot take my own hard-earned money, and just go to a system like Nigeria and throw it away under the auspices of I'm trying to win election and make life better for my own people.
And you may not even win that election.
Yeah.
Because the odds against you are high. Especially if you come with clean hands, you will not win.
I that this, all this, like we have seen, Neda Emaswen is a big disappointment, because this is a man who got the ticket of the Senate on a platter of gold, and unfortunately, he just, yeah.
This is what we are saying, sir, when we say we are docile. And our docility, it stinks to the high heavens.
Exactly.
Till now, no one has come out to ask Neda Emaswen, where is our constituency project? Don't mind my why for all these years, Naya vote where is 2 years. They don't mind my nobody. Shares the money,
absolutely
shares it into half, give his oga, share it among his leaders.
Yeah. Turns himself into a stooge.
Yeah. Nobody wants to ask him. Maragua, here where they want to cut our head. Till now, nobody has come out with balls. Nobody has that balls to say, Neda, show us the constituency project. Because I didn't know where is the money?
Of course.
And yeah, why come and show us? Because we in the Edo South, we don't feel his impact. And nobody wants to ask. So this docility is another poison on its own. Emma. It's the battery that is charging them to do more, because we won't speak, we won't ask, no accountability. Imagine.
So let all of us begin to soul search, to begin to look for the new Edwin Clark of Edo State, the new Dennis Osadebe, the new Tommy Kimi of Edo State, and many more, to mention a few people who will truly love Edo people and wants to really work for Edo people, whose name will be written in the history of our state.
The sons of
not
time.
By virtue of one statue or so. No, in our, it's like ex-governor Ambrusali. We talk about Ambrusali. A whole lot of us who grew up in that era, we know that Ambrusali, he gave us books. He didn't put his photograph on it. He wrote, this is the property of Bendel State government.
Of Bendel State, and young boy, it's in you have your face, Edo is
so today we are having, there were books that were brought to Edo State, and these books had the Tinubu's photograph on it, and people were trying to defend it.
For what reason?
Tinubu did not buy books with his money.
Are we reading Tinubu as a course in school? So why should his picture be there?
So, but today, Ambrusali is in our hearts. So those are the kind of politicians that we are going to start looking for. Not these politicians that are for sale. Who will not look back if they want? Yeah, who will not look back to sell the entire state?
Exactly, sir. Exactly. My people, now don't hear Oga, he don't talk. We don't really talk today. We want free now. Oga, sir, you've wrapped up, right?
Thank you very much. Yes.
He's employing all of us to do better, the leaders especially, because we that are speaking now, we are citizens, we only have voice, we don't have the power. Normally, it's supposed to be the people with the power, but the way Nigeria is structured, it's the leaders that have the power. People speak and they put them in jail. They do whatever they want to do with them. The only people that are even speaking up now are the ones outside the country. If we were in the country, they would have looked for my father's house, my house, to go and destroy, or to put me in jail because I spoke truth to power. So it's a very, very sorry situation. But nonetheless, we cannot stay in our houses and fold our hands. This our mouth, let us use it. You know what he's just saying. Sir, I would want to see that research when you finish your findings. But it will hurt me so bad that we are excluded. I hope we are not at the end of this. If they exclude us, that means that development also exclude us, right?
Exactly.
It will be our own undoing, the service to us, not to be part of because they said since geopolitical zones, and now Edo State is not part of what they are saying. So I don't even know how to take that one. Make I not add that one to my trouble today. So I will wait for the research to come, and we'll do the needful. Thank you guys. I love you all. We are going to wrap up now. Thank you so much. I saw your comments and we dealt with it too. Thank you, everybody. Let's talk about Nigeria. If you haven't liked, please remember to like so that YouTube will recognize the thing that we are doing here. So our normal culture is to always sing for Aswe, even if we don't. Aswe does not talk to us. Oga, do you have any hope in the Supreme Court before we go?
Yes, I do.
Where is the hope coming from? Is it from Gari or Akmu? Where?
Yeah, when I saw the way the current governor of Edo State, the way he has been parading all other governors in Edo State, that tells me that he's in a panic mode.
But this is what he's been doing now. He's been going on a Digwetwe mission now.
Yeah, so
Nigeria PLC.
Yeah, he's in a panic mode. I'm not in politics. I'm not a politician, but psychologically, I understand that he's in a panic mode. He's trying to get the attention. I wrote it on one of your presentations. He's trying to get the attention of the president of the Federal Republic. So by calling other APC governors and beginning to do all these things that he's doing, then the president will definitely recognize him. I'm very hopeful. The event that is about to unfold, this is how I'm going to liken it to. If you are a fan of basketball, you see when you have like about 3 seconds to go in a match, and one team, the home team, is leading with probably about 1 point. Then there's a turnover. Then the team that came from the other side, they have the ball. When they throw the ball, maybe at 1 second to go, you hear the buzzer. Then after the buzzer, the ball, there's a basket. So the entire state, it's a 3-pointer, and the entire stadium arena will be quiet.
Yes.
So there's
that time I'll hold in fact my heart will drop into my stomach if I'm supporting the guys that went, both ways. You just be jittery in both ways. Who are against, who won't allow you? If you are for, you want go inside.
So we are going to witness a seismic change in the political landscape of Edo State. And the Bini people, when I mean the Bini, the Esa man, the Afema man, the Esako man, everybody, Edo people will roar to happiness. That is what is about to happen.
Hey, give me
So when we score that 3-pointer, because there will be no appeal this time around. All the other judgment has been inconsequential and they have not followed due process.
So the Supreme Court will look at it.
Yes, the Supreme Court will definitely look at it because whatever
they've reduced us to naught, so we don't really hope of them.
Because whatever they say becomes law, because they will set a precedence.
But so they have the precedence before. Are they going to follow or make a new law again?
Okay. Are they going to? Is the Supreme Court going to tell us that beavers should not be used as a way of determining overvoting?
I'm waiting.
So if that is what the Supreme Court is going to tell us, then it means we don't have the electoral law. Will be useless.
Yeah, the 2022 because already in place.
Exactly. When Ize Yamu contested to be a Edo State governorship candidate under APC, in all the local government, he scored over 1 million. That's what was shown. But beavers is what puts an end to all those kind of figures.
Nonsense, yeah.
We don't have up to about 20 million people in about 18 million people in Edo State, but he was scoring over 1 million in every local government.
Can you imagine?
So beavers, so beavers has come to stay. So the Supreme Court cannot tell us that beavers will not be recognized anymore. Because if they do so, it means that there will be no election in 2027.
I hope. I'm just hoping, sir. I'm hoping.
There's going to be it's going to be, in geography, when you say earthquake, it's a seismic movement underneath the earth crust. So that is exactly what is going to happen. What is going to happen is going to be like an earthquake. When it happens, we will not, all the Agberos, they will vanish from the streets of Edo State.
And it's with immediate effect.
That's it. Done.
Okay. Our people.
That's my message for our people.
Oh God, they give us small hope. Oh. Say Supreme Court must look the case. All the one that they do before Natachere now locker. This one now be the real biz bars bills. Okay. Thank you, sir, for the hope renewed. Not the type of Tinubu hope renewed though, for this one.
This one is real hope.
This one is real hope. So can we just love Aswe before we zoom up?
Sure.
Okay, this is our culture. Aswe, wherever you are, you never come this platform one day, but we love you anyways. And we pray for the betterment of Edo. You being there is not by yourself or to do good for yourself. It's to carry Edo to the next level. So we pray for Aswe. Let's love Aswe.
If we not be men we sabi, we no go vote any other person. We no go vote. If we not be PDP, we no go vote.
Oh yeah, Aswe for governor.
Aswe Igodalo man we sabi o. Your bata of them all. Now him go lead us to the promised land. Aswe Igodalo for governor. Okay, na correct man we sabi o. Deputy material 1 million yards. He go follow lead us to the promised land. With Aswe Igodalo, he sure for us. Aye. Forward ever you go. If Aswe there we go prosper.
Aswe na the man. I beg God help me type something.
Aswe Igodalo for God.
Aswe na the man.
Forward ever you go.
Aswe is coming.
There we go prosper. We know
Okay, is coming.
Aswe Igodalo for God.
On the right.
Sure you go vote for PDP. Oh yes. PDP. Oh yes. Vote Igodalo. Oh yes. For integrity. Oh yes. Business go better. Oh yes. Go put food on table. Oh yes. He go better mama. Oh yes. He go better papa. Oh yes. He go better pikin. Oh yes. For better road. Oh yes. Aye. Forward ever go. If Aswe there we go prosper. Alago we know they go back. Aswe Igodalo for governor. Forward.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Yeah, I will
My
hook you up
regards to
in the
everyone.
evening. Yes. With Madam
All right.
Done.
Thank you.
And nice
Bye.
sir. Bless you, sir. Hey guys, before we leave, all I want you to do for me, just write Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. Now we'll go. Then we take a liver. Because they're going to announce the date of the judgment. Nigeria. Tinubu don't kill this country. I bet I want to see you in a comment, then we go come close. Everybody write for me. Aswe is coming, joy is coming. Oja, let's go on a marathon. Joy is coming, Aswe is coming. Wagbano. Aswe is coming. Funny Demi, write your own. Aswe is coming. Ajibola, Mona write, I beg. Mona right. Oja, Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. Maya say kakabo. I beg, may we put our fingers crossed. If we don't get it right by this time, hey, though it go get us bio. That's also more. Thank you. Aswe is coming. Wagmo, joy is coming. Then I'll come get night. I'll come close the program. I'll come go eat. I want to go park. I tell you, say I want to go park. I want to go play like baby. I'll go play 10. Me and my husband want to go play 10. Aswe is coming. Let's not Obasui. Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. Aswe is coming. Joy is coming. I get hope. Let me see how Supreme Court is going to take this case. Because all they have been doing since, now, I tell you now, local business, now they do since. They carry money put for Ghana must go. They don't care whether Nigeria go scatter. They don't care whether I don't stay, they cry. They put money for Ghana must go, they come out. But right now, let's also have hope. I know say all the hope, they don't dwindle and they don't cut out. They don't stab on. One more time, my people. One more time. My strength is reignited again. To wait for the best, to hope for the best. I can't now so. Aswe is coming, joy is coming. Aswe is coming, joy is coming. Away, good evening. Osaige Humphrey. Oh, why you see Baba? Welcome. Good evening, Edo Pride. Nigeria is not practicing democracy. Instead, they are practicing kleptocracy and kakistocracy from Madrid. Brother Oamao, Salobo Adebayo, exactly. This is why everything is upside down. Everything lawless. What can we do? As a team with Tinubu, we will see some peace, some air, fresh air. One way Tinubu is a plague, it's cancerous. When he one for. As a team for. With this ADC coalition coming in, all the forces joining together, good, bad, and ugly, we go fit comot Tinubu. This is the only way. Only one person no fit to. Only one political party no fit comot Tinubu because he will plant moles. He will plant moles on all that political party and they will start working against you. Who be Abure? Abure for Labour Party tell Obi say they go sack him under 48 hours if he not come tender a resignation because he go join ADC. Who is Abure? Did Labour Party ever exist in that Nigeria? They just there in existence, but they weren't functioning. Now until Obi enter, and Abure had the guts to tell Obi, say make he come tender a resignation, they go sack him. I want it is enough for. No, Florence there. Oh, when may the will of God be done in the life of Edo State? God don't try for us. God don't try for us. Now all the ancestors and every kiniko way say that every Monday. Now they spoil Edo State. God try for us. God not go come down. He don't do it. He has given us knowledge. He has given us the knowledge to learn between bad and good. Now we know they do better thing. God not come down. So may we by ourselves do the right thing. Abi, my sister. I always say, may we can't go out. I want to go eat. That they hungry. I want to go eat. I want to go play something. I tell you, say I want to go back. Thank you very much, my people. I love everybody. Sagie, I better not play the video back. Now no way, no quick come. Wellington day here and your bow. God bless you. Mr. Obasui, Anthony, Ajibola, Edo Pride, welcome. I always say, Eric, let's talk about Nigeria. Una well done. Ogelede online. I will go meet her just now. Not see her for my own, but I will go meet her. Pizza Italia, Eric Alile, Waya West. Forward ever, forward ever, forward ever, forward ever, forward ever.
Alagoda, we know the go back. I swear you go down low for governor. Forward ever.
Let it be okay. And next week, definitely they will announce the date. I swear it's coming.
I swear you go down low for governor. Sure you go vote for PDP.
I go vote as well again and again and again and again and again.
For integrity, business go better. Put food on table. You go better, mama. You go better, papa. You go better, pikin. For better road.